Over the years, I've seen plenty of animals that have been unlucky enough to be bitten by snakes, but I've never seen a snake bite victim that's been the snake itself. So right now, I'm on my way to the Australian Reptile Park to see if I can help it.
Reptile Park General Manager Tim Faulkner and his feisty patient are waiting for Chris in the Venom room.
You know this is my favourite room of all, don't you?
Hello, mate.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you.
You know Billy, don't you?
Hey, Billy, how are you?
Hey, yeah.
Good, mate. Now, where is this snake and what is he thinking?
Well, we don't know what he was thinking at the time. What species do you think he is?
He's not a king brown, is he?
You got it. The biggest of the big and the meanest of the mean. And he's bitten himself.
Really?
Yeah, in a food rage. Just being fed, went to grab the rat, missed it, turned, boom, latched onto himself and chewed and chewed.
Wow.
Yeah, his name, Hank the Tank.
Hank the Tank. The names the guys give the animals here often have a meaning behind them. And when they call this snake Hank the Tank, you know that he's going to be a big boy.
Here he is. It's an honest 3-metre king brown.
I think it's important here to have a clear delineation of roles. I mean, you've called me in as the vet, not as the snake handler.
Yeah.
So it's time we pull back and
You're in, sir.
someone else step up.
Working with anyone in this room, it's deadly. These are the world's most venomous snakes. One slip can be fatal.
So we've actually got to get back now.
Back here, back here.
Right back. Back now.
Back here, back here.
Right back.
Kingy's notorious for just throwing sideways.
Yeah.
At the Australian Reptile Park, Tim has called in Chris to treat one of their deadliest residents, Hank the Tank.
He's a big boy, isn't he?
Through that door, mate.
Yeah.
Through that door.
Hank just keeps on coming. He's a lot bigger than I thought. Whoa. So he's reaching out for you, isn't he?
Oh, now he is.
Doesn't look happy.
No, well, he's not.
The huge and aggressive King Brown bit his own tail in a feeding frenzy 3 weeks ago. And he needs to be restrained so Chris can examine the deteriorating wound.
Game plan is, Bill's gonna pin.
Yep.
We'll go 1-2 on the body.
Yep.
Just don't go too close because he'll whip around this way quick as lightning.
All right, Chris. Oh. Yep.
Okay. When he gets it, he'll call us on.
All right, fellas.
Okay, on, mate, on that tail. That's it. Just wait for him. Got him?
Yep.
Okay, well done, mate.
Well done, Billy.
Holding on to the back of the head there, it's intense. Like they're so strong. He's constantly fighting, and I've got to try and fight resistance there and just keep that firm grip.
Wow.
You ever seen that before?
No. Look at that. I mean, you can see where his teeth are going in.
Exactly. This will be Fang 1, Fang 2.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've actually seen it up close. And it's horrible. It's black and it looks like dirty, just rotten flesh. It's not nice. This is a few weeks old,
Yeah.
so it didn't progress until after a week, and now we've got this. Is that as bad as it's going to get?
Well, I'll be a bit worried that unless we can do something today, that tissue death is going to continue. King Brown venom has 2 main ingredients. One is a neurotoxin. The whole idea behind that is to try to really paralyse the prey and stop you from breathing. The second part is a cytotoxin. It kills cells. What we're seeing here is the second part in action. All the tissue has died off. That's actually his backbone there.
That's his spine.
Yeah.
So we're really at risk of losing that tail.
Yeah. You can see what's happened though. The venom's gone in and eaten away the muscle either side of the bone, and that's why we're getting this really hollowing effect either side of his spine here.
How's your hand, mate?
My hand is cramping big time.
Okay.
My main worry is that Bill's fingers go to sleep, the snake jerks like he has been, and he pops out of his hand.
Are you guys right if I start on this?
Yeah. How long have you got on that hand?
We've got as long as we need, but let's hurry.
Yeah, go.
But as Chris begins treatment, Hank is not impressed.
Is that him twitching? Okay. Keys just give big body lunges. That's why there's 3 of us on him.
Yeah.
Oh, and again. Oh, look at that piece of meat.
Yeah.
That's what it's eaten away.
Yeah. So it's eaten away everything apart from the bones. The whole idea of my treatment today is to prevent this from getting any worse. I'm using a swab that's soaked in an antiseptic to really rub off the dead tissue. If I can do that, then hopefully I'll expose the healthy tissue underneath. Okay, so that's cleaned up.
Do you think he's still got enough blood flow now that the end of that tail might be all right?
I think so. I mean, you look at the main blood supply down here is actually inside that spinal column there, so it's still intact, and this still feels
You might have got it
normal.
just in time.
You know, we've got good movement through the tip of the tail.
Okay.
So thankfully, I don't think it's eaten away too much there. All right, I'm just going to put some antiseptic on this.
How are your hands?
Just get a syringe here.
You let go?
Just hurry up.
Hurry up, mate. He's got to let go. It's been a long time. You right? Well, Chris, just watch out there. We might have to let go. You good, Bill?
Yeah.
At the Australian Reptile Park, Hank the Tank isn't appreciating Chris's bedside manner.
Okay, you right?
I'm happy.
Well done, mate.
Okay.
The King Brown is being treated for a nasty self-inflicted bite.
Hope now is we've got rid of that dead tissue and the healthy stuff should actually start to grow through.
Okay. All right, let's get him away out of his hand.
Yep.
Before we do, while he's out, it's this week anyway, let's milk him.
Yeah?
Yep. Can you hold him for a sec, please? We've got 250 venomous snakes in this venom unit. We don't want to get them out more times than we have to. Hank the Tank is out and restrained. We're going to extract his venom while we've got the opportunity. Would you like to do the honours?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Take that. Present it to his mouth there. Whoa, 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 whoa,
It's
whoa,
keen to go.
whoa. Okay. Yep, watch your fingers, mate. Right in. Boom.
Hank launches into the glass. Wow, look at that venom. And seemingly is taking out all his frustration over what I've just done onto the glass. Good way to do it.
That's 20 mil.
Look at that.
Nothing wrong with this end.
Look at that just dripping out of his fangs there. So do I just let go now?
Not like any other snake you've seen. He won't let go of that, so we actually have to let him and the vial go in his enclosure and then get it back. So we walk in there with it.
Okay.
Told you, mate, when they bite on, they don't let go.
Hank does not want to let go of the glass. So the way we do it is to get all of Hank into his enclosure, put the glass and Hank's head there, and then on 3, let go. Ooh.
How's that?
Doesn't do anything slowly, does he? Everything's
Have a look at it.
fast, everything's aggressive.
What about that? Just a lethal cocktail. Nasty. You know, whatever these guys lack in toxicity, they make up for in sheer volume, and there's the proof.
This is one situation where you hope that you've done the right job the first time, because you do not want to have to come back for a second appointment. Hank could be waiting.